Welcome to This Bitch with Sara SHENK and Kim Congdon.
Welcome back. Happy Monday.
That's perfect.
Welcome back to another episode of This Bitch. I'm Sara SHENK. This is my co-host,
Kim Congdon. Hi, everybody.
She's in and out.
Not us fighting every fucking intro. I mean, I'm telling you right now.
Start our Monday with a fight.
Yeah, we do like to start our Monday with a fight.
Yeah, we like to bring that kind of like fight through it energy to your week.
I'm going to
people.
get into a fist fight with Sara.
For likes?
No, to put the mic up to your mouth.
Oh, I thought you were doing it for likes.
Oh, maybe. If I would get likes, I'd do it.
Oh, want to see us fight on OnlyFans?
Oh, we'll fight on OnlyFans. You want us to fight on OnlyFans? We'll fucking fight on OnlyFans.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you about what I walked into Kim doing. Actually, the machete thing.
Oh, I was like, what?
You're like, I wasn't doing anything weird.
That sounded scary at first.
Yeah. Let's explain what happened. So I come in from being outside and I see this guy who's just kind of like lurking on the street. And I'm a little paranoid and I mention it to Kim. And then Kim goes full Puerto Rican up in this bitch. She goes, oh, there's somebody by the window. I'm going to play machete. And then she went into her room and got out the machete and started dancing in the window with the machete.
Yeah, because I want him to know I'll cut his fucking head off if he comes near me.
And you were twirling around with the machete.
I wanted him to
your
see
hoops on. I was like, who is this bitch?
I wanted him to see how smooth I was with it.
I know. And the whole time you were spinning around with the machete. I think it was just a weird flex to show off your machete skills.
Yes.
You really have been wanting to do that for a while. You were very samurai-ish.
Was it impressive? Were you impressed?
I was like, I think she could slice his throat off.
Yeah, you felt safe, right?
I did. I felt safer than I felt on a date with a man.
Yeah, he probably didn't have a machete on him.
No.
Yeah.
You just carry a machete around.
Yeah, but sometimes people need to get threatened with a machete. That's what I say. What?
Kim's Rules of Anger.
Kim's
anger book.
Yeah.
I like that.
The 48 Rules of Anger.
That's your side hustle?
Yeah.
You're publishing the 48 Rules of Anger. What's rule number 1?
Rule number 1? Rule number 1 of the 48 Rules of Anger is never show your anger.
That's nuts and probably so true.
Until they turn around.
I like that.
You like that?
You said it so fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's the number 1 rule. Because you asked me and I said, wait, what is the number 1 rule of anger? And it's be angry in silence.
Be angry in silence. But if you hold it up, don't you think you snap?
Maybe.
That's what happens with the loose cannons. They've been bottling up their anger for so long. I guess people are just going to have to read the book.
Yeah, you got to read the book. It'll be on Amazon for purchase for $9.99 hardcover, honey.
But you can put down a deposit now.
You can. Oh, yeah. You could definitely put down a deposit on my book, the book that I'm putting out.
The 48 Rules of Power.
Hey, honey.
Of anger.
I'll take whatever I can get.
Mine is the helping hand.
What's the first helping hand?
Go out of your way to open the door for someone, even if you've never met them in your life.
Let me tell you what this bitch did. We're outside smoking a joint. We're about to go inside, and we see a random man coming into my gate. And I go, who the fuck is that?
An older man who was holding a Baskin-Robbins bag. I felt touched by the fact he had ice cream. And it struck a chord with me. I was like, this is cute.
Okay. So he's like, I have a delivery for a 515. And he goes, is it here? And I say yes. And then I move on. I leave the door open so he can come inside. Every door is labeled. You can clearly see 515. And I start going upstairs. I turn around. Sarah's turned back around. She's fucking getting to know this man. She's holding the box for him. My neighbors come out, the ones who are pissed at me for fucking 2 weeks ago. One time this whole year. One time I got fucked one time, and now it's the never-ending problem with my neighbors. I've got a fucking scarlet letter in my...
You can't come here.
No, and so now she's talking to them.
Here.
They're getting donut holes. I'm like, we gotta go. Like, Sarah, stop talking to these people.
Sorry for connecting with strangers.
Oh, you were really connecting.
You know how sometimes I overconnect?
Yeah.
I have that problem. You remember my first Skank Fest?
Oh. The first Skank Fest was rough. Sarah was
being overly accommodating to people I'd never met.
She was walking fans to the bathroom. Every time I was
like, I have a fan and they need to know where the bathroom is.
Well, let me tell you something about this bitch.
Yeah.
Sarah is she's an errand girl. Like, Sarah, honestly, like, I don't know what mentally is wrong with her. Like, I've known her for 9 years. I haven't been able to like pin it.
No one
per
can
se.
pin it.
Yeah, it's hard to pin, but
just know she's kooky.
She's a little kooksters, and she loves to be doing something. Like when me and Alex stayed with you, you were just constantly doing something. There's no point when you're not like, and it's the best because we were saying everything you did was things that we wanted or needed.
I like doing things. I can't sit still.
So
that's why I run out of energy, I think.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I have a hummingbird-like energy. I'm like, and then I'm tired.
And then
that's
you're done.
And that's it.
Yeah.
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 Sound off in the comments below if you have a hummingbird energy.
Or if you're just also manic. I go, if you want to call it hummingbird, call it
hummingbird energy, a.k.a. mania.
Hummingbird energy is the sweetest way to say manic.
I'm slightly feeling like a hummingbird today.
Hey, I just spent $3,000 this weekend looking for a little honey, a little nectar. Oopsies, in the form of rings.
Nectar.
No, you love a chore. So when you were at Skankfest, you were going hard. Like, you were walking people to the bathroom. I think you took a guy to his car. You
his
were walking
bike.
people.
I walked him to his bike.
Why?
And I never.
You're not a man. You don't need.
He said, "You want to walk with me to my bike?" And I felt bad saying no because I was also on psilocybin, which makes me connect with strangers.
Oh my God.
Not me microdosing and feeling empathy.
Wow. I can't.
How to be a more empathetic person. Microdose.
I mean, I'm sure that guy really appreciated you walking him to his bike.
I didn't appreciate being there. That's the thing. I get exhausted because I overextend and then I get exhausted and I'm like, why'd I do that?
Yeah, why did you do that?
Because I'm empathetic.
You even came up to me in the middle of
Sorry,
Skankfest.
I'm like such a good person. I'm an empath.
You came up to me in the middle of Skankfest and you're like, we got to take a video and send it to the guy that did our cover out for the podcast to say hello. And I was like, what? And you're like, it's nice. And I was like, we're in the middle of working, Sarah. Like, we're in the middle of a festival. And you're like,
I'm preparing for a roast battle. I'm like, we need to thank the artist who drew the art. Thank you, Young and Sick.
Thank you, Young and Sick. Sarah really thought of you in the middle of Skankfest. I mean, in the deepest middle part of Skankfest.
In the green room.
In the green room. We didn't even send you the video.
No, because we looked insane.
Yeah, we look unwell in it.
We're like, maybe we should, you're like, why should we do this? I'm like, maybe we should pause on sending it. And then the next day I saw it and I was like, yeah, I'm glad we
I was very confused at why we needed to send a video. I thought we thanked him. And then I
wanted him to feel seen and thanked. That's
just
all.
Out of nowhere, you just thought of Young and Sick in the back of your mind.
Because I like our album cover art.
See, this is what I like about Sarah. She appreciates the art. She remembers not only does she appreciate the art, she remembers the artist.
Of course I remember the artist. What's the point of enjoying a work of art if you don't even know who the artist is?
That's true.
Well, actually, knowing the artist changes the experience. Because if it was like some shitty piece of art and then it said Picasso, you'd be like, I can see it. But if it was some shitty piece of art and it was just like from
giving
someone's
to us
mom,
by someone at a show, we'd be like, this comic's kooky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this comic really believes in his own art.
Yeah.
But it could be the same exact thing. Have you seen the documentary Exit Through the Gift Shop?
No.
The Banksy
Banksy one? No.
You should watch it.
Okay.
They have a moment like that, and it's really good. They do like a social experiment like that, and it's fire.
That is wild. I went in when I was in San Francisco. I went to these. It was like an art installation where like you had to do like you were the art. So there was like people in like lab coats and they're like, here, smell this flower. And then they like write down notes about you. It was very weird.
Oh, not a backwards art installation.
Yeah, backwards art installation where it was like, you are the art. I'm like, this is a little too Northern California for me.
You're like, I've traveled too far north.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. No one has shoes on.
No one has shoes. I like a shoe.
I like a no shoe.
We like a no shoe.
I like a no shoe in nature. Nowhere else.
Yeah, we took off our shoes when we did the podcast that's coming out today.
Oh shit! Is it coming out today?
Yeah, Monday.
Oh shit!
Guys, go check out the.
Everyone's gonna leave this one.
No, don't leave this one.
Wait,
I'll tell you later.
Now that's even more of a tease.
Them.
Yeah, not you edging them for Broad Topix. But I do like that. It's gonna come out on Broad Topix today, and then it's gonna come out on SHENK on Wednesday.
Yes, it's a collab.
It's a collab episode. It is one of the wildest things we've done.
Should we tell them?
Truly unlike us. No, let them go watch it.
Okay, yeah, go find it.
Go watch it. You'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah, we were on one.
We were on one.
And it felt great.
It felt great.
Sometimes you just need to get on one.
Sometimes you need to take off one. There's a little hint for you. Sometimes you need to let them breathe, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Not only are we barefoot,
yeah.
Go find out. Go watch it. That was fun doing a podcast outside.
Yeah.
I want to do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not me running out of things to say. 11 minutes in.
Dude.
11 minutes in.
11
I had
minutes
a blank thought of nothing. And I was like, I have nothing.
Well, the problem is we haven't done much this week. I haven't done shit.
I haven't done shit either. I've been running around. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
honey.
I know you probably have.
I've been running around. I got so much stuff in my car.
I remember when you took us to the beach, when you were taking me and Alex to the beach, we had to make so many. I remember we had to make a lot of stops last time we went to the beach. And I remember telling Sarah, like, next time, let's just go to the beach. And she was like, yeah, totally.
But going to the beach, first of all, give me a second here. Because going to the beach, taxing, exhausting. You got to think about the things you're going to need at the beach. It's a whole fucking, you got to pack, you got to schlep.
Schlep?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Schlep. You don't know, you've never heard the word schlep
no,
before?
No, I'm not Jewish.
It's Yiddish.
I don't speak Jewish. I don't know what
schlep.
Yiddish.
It means like
Yiddish, you know what I think like Yiddish is?
Schlepping around.
Yiddish sounds like what
Schmuck.
the thing in
Schmuck
Star
is?
Wars speaks. That thing. When you say Yiddish, I just think of that guy. I don't know.
Not everyone knows what like.
What's Yiddish?
It's like Jewish language speak.
See, it's Jew.
Schlep.
Hebrew.
You schlep in your stuff. It's like you're carrying it all. It's a good word.
Schlep?
Yeah.
It sounds like sleep.
Schlep.
Why would something that sounds like slept or sleep?
You're like schlepping it around. You're like burdened by it. Don't ask me to
it should be
explain
called
Yiddish
burdened.
to you.
It should be called because that's the sound you make when you're carrying shit around. You're girthing around.
No.
Not
you're
schlep.
Schlepping.
Schlep.
Schlepping's one of the
Schlep,
best
I feel like
words.
you get slapped and then you lay down.
Okay. Schlep, Yiddish. Schmuck, Yiddish. You know that
Schmuck,
word?
I know schmuck.
Okay.
Yeah, we all know schmuck.
Shtick,
Shtick, I like that one.
Yiddish.
Shtick. I can't remember what it means right this moment. A
That's
shtick.
your
That's like
shtick,
a
the
thing
that
you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like your fucking your rep almost.
Mm-hmm. And then schlep.
I've never heard schlep. I
can't
can't
believe
believe I've
never heard the
slept
word
on schlep.
You've been sleeping on schlep. It's been here the whole fucking time, and it's a powerful word. I
Sally
can't believe
schlepped
you're using-
seashells at the schlepp floor. Well, fuck it. What were we saying to get into this?
The beach. What a schlep
Oh.
it is. All the shit you have to fucking pack.
Yeah.
And then there's always something that you don't have.
Yeah, there's
sunscreen.
yeah. Sunscreen. You have to stop for waters. Remember we had to do that.
We had to stop for water.
What did we
you
stop-
stop for scratchers.
Okay.
I heard leaving scratcher debris all over my passenger seat. I look over, there's just like little dirt patches from where she was scratching off.
First of all, quit doubling down before I defend myself.
Scratcher addiction. A low-key scratcher addiction.
We didn't stop for scratchers.
We stopped for water, and you said you had to get something else inside. And then you came back.
I got water, a Slurpee, and some scratch-offs. And they're called scratch-offs.
I thought they're just called scratchers.
That's for white people.
You call them scratch-offs?
Yeah. They're scratch-offs. You scratch it off.
Yeah, you scratched it off all over my seat.
She was pissed about that. It's
No,
like, that's like...
the dog was in the car. It's fine. But I'm just saying.
Sorry to scratch off in your car. I don't know what to say. I'm from
Rather
Florida.
you jack off than scratch off.
Listen, sorry I scratched off in your car and I got shavings everywhere of my scratch off. I couldn't help myself. I wanted to hit the jackpot in your car. Did I want to hit the jack? I couldn't stop scratching, honey. I got a Slurpee. It made me cold. And you know what made me hot? My scratch off. I was there scratching. I said, you know what? I need to scratch this is something else. You got a penny. Better yet.
You come into my car with the scratch off and demand a coin. I'm like, I don't know. I have a key.
Boy, did I want to scratch in your car. I've been thinking about scratching off in your car for years. I got to tell you, and you got this new car. And I said, you know what this needs? Some Kim shavings. I need some Kim shavings because, and guess what? Not only did I scratch off once in your car.
How many times did you scratch off?
Scratched off twice in your car.
This bitch stays scratching
I
off.
scratched off. I lost $15 scratching in your car.
And I lost.
Your dignity.
Yeah.
Hanging out with me.
Who's scratching? Not a good look when someone's just scratching. I have a reputation to uphold. My passenger is now doing this, trying to hit the jackpot. It's a really scary, nervous energy to be around. And then she's making like loud noises when it's not how she wanted.
I feel like your whistle would have had a different. Hold on. I feel like your whistle would have had a different tone to it if I would have hit that Jackie potty.
If you would have hit
Let
the
me tell you
jackpot,
something.
things would have been different.
Yeah, you would have been saying, "Oh, scratch off on my face, scratch off in my house, scratch off everywhere,
Scratch off wherever you feel comfortable.
Hey, wherever the shavings want to go." Yeah.
Scratch City, baby.
Sorry, I like a scratch off. I bought a random scratch off the other day at the grocery store. Won $100.
You did?
$5 scratch off.
But that high keeps you.
The high keeps you coming. Don't think I didn't buy a couple more with my $100 winnings.
You
Yeah,
know what?
of course, because I'm sick. Because then I'm like, if this one won $100, maybe there's a bundle of winners that got printed.
I always think the opposite.
Yeah, that no more are gonna win because they just won. But sometimes I'm like, that's what they want us to think.
Not you with
Not me playing
conspiracy
chess.
theories.
Not me playing chess with the lottery. Oh my God, they think I'm an idiot. They think I'm an idiot. Here's my winnings back.
Chess with the lottery is so funny.
Oopsies. Tricked your government. Gotcha.
Trying to double down on your scratchers right before tax season, honey.
You know what I secretly wish? You know how you think about all the other lives you could have had,
yeah,
or people you could have been. Like sometimes I'm like, I could have been a teacher, I could have been a stay-at-home mom, I could have been this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're all such feminine jobs. I always think about too. It's like anything opposite of stand up and being like, my cum is coming on stage. Like just anything womanly, like where people see me as a woman would be nice. And then I think about how I would have also fucking loved to be like a really, really hot scam artist.
What?
Yeah.
Now you're telling me you wish you were a hot scam artist in a previous life.
I do, and I want to be.
Like what? Like one of those, aren't there like Russian ladies, scam artists?
Huh?
I don't know. Scam artists. Like how would you run your scam game?
Well, this is what I'd want. I'd want to figure out how to make fake scratch off winners. I'd want to be scamming big business only. Like I'd want to be like the Robin Hood of scammers, and I'd want to be scamming like Walmart. Like the Walton brothers can fucking eat my puss.
Do they own Walmart?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was owned by the Walton Bros.
Oh yeah,
Are they twins?
Like hash honey, and they pay their employees like nothing, and they import everything from China, and they get it so cheap, and they sell it for so much, and then their employees are like so poor.
Not you defending the Walmart employees.
I'm here for you.
The Walmart employees, like being
They're
a
so
greeter,
sweet.
being a greeter at Walmart.
Goals. I'm down.
I wish.
I'm down. I might
You
go
could
apply.
probably do that so stoned.
Hi. You just say hi all day.
Hi.
Hey. How are you?
I
Should I go be a greeter at Walmart? I don't even think. Is there a Walmart in LA?
Yeah, it's
There
just not
is?
in like this part. Yeah,
Oh.
you got to go deep to the valley, honey. I could show you some Walmarts. The first time I ever went to Walmart, I saw human shit on the floor,
Mm.
and it really stayed with me.
Yeah, that's rough. When was the first time you saw a Walmart? How old were you?
18.
What?
There's no Walmarts really around this
My
area.
mother gave birth to me in a Walmart.
Not you getting baptized in a Walmart.
No, but there is a movie like that I've
What?
seen before of this woman that had a baby in a Walmart, and she named the baby America.
I think I may have seen this movie.
Yeah, I don't remember the movie, but I do remember those details. I watched it when I
What-
was really young, and I remember being like, "Ugh."
I feel like I know what you're talking about. That's so weird. Giving birth in a Walmart, not my first choice.
No.
Although some Walmart's cleaner than some hospitals, I will say.
Oh, I will say that for sure. You know, when I was younger,
Yeah.
I had a romance in a Kmart.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
What do you mean you had a romance in a Kmart?
I had a romance in a Kmart.
With who?
My mom would go to Kmart. For some reason, every week we were in Kmart. Maybe that's where we got like groceries. I don't know if they did groceries.
I can't remember what's in Kmart.
Kmart's like a foggy memory. Like
Yeah.
it's like a college party almost.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Kmart.
Yeah. So weekly my mom would go into this Kmart, and there would always be this little boy, and I remember I was like 8 or 9, maybe 10 at this point. 9 or 10. And there's always this little boy, and he looked like Aaron Carter. Well, before the meth.
Aaron Carter before the meth was a sight to see, honey. I don't
He
know
looked
what
like Aaron
happened.
Carter, and his mom must have worked at the Kmart because he was there every time I went. But I, as a child, just thought we were supposed to be together, and we just showed up at the same time every time.
Fate.
I thought it was fate. And he would always dribble the basketball in the toy aisle.
No.
And he was like so good at dribbling, I'm assuming, because this poor kid was just there every day. And you know how they have the balls that you can pull out of
Yeah.
the thing? He was just like playing all day.
And you're like, this guy's hot on
And I
aisle
was like,
6.
ugh. And I remember I would see him for like almost every week for like 2 months. And I told all my friends about him. I wrote about him in my diary. I was like, this guy's my husband. Like, I literally thought we were supposed I've always been obviously like a Libra.
Very like emotional about
Mhm.
men.
Yeah. I was like, this guy's my husband. And then one day he was bouncing the ball, and I swear to God he would try to impress me. And he'd be like,
I
and
believe
he was
that.
going backwards, and he tripped, and he fell on the bikes, and like 4 bikes fell over. Because it was, remember when they used to stack the bikes, like where you
Yeah,
can,
don't they still?
when you can wheel them around? No, they got them all. Now they just show you the boxes, and you got to ask for them to take a sample out.
Yeah, you can't be just hanging bikes around.
No. And he fell, and the bikes fell, and he was so embarrassed. It was like a movie moment. He got up, and he like ran away, and I never saw him again.
That's sad.
Mm-hmm. And that was the story of my Kmart boy.
That was in Kmart.
Mm-hmm. I saw him for like a month and a half maybe, and then never again. And I said he embarrassed himself out of this place by tripping on the bikes.
Do you think that moment haunts him?
All right, everybody, let's take a minute from the show to talk about our sponsors. It's Liquid Death.
That's right. We have it here. This flavor is mango chainsaw. It's one of my favorites.
Ooh, that sounds nice. Do that on the mic. Hey, that sounds
Ooh,
fresh.
Like a chilled glass of death.
Yeah.
Liquid death.
You can use the mic.
Mango
This fucking
chainsaw.
bitch. This bitch. That shit's so fire,
So
right?
good.
Okay, so my fridge has been full of these. Well, like we got a bunch of Liquid Death, and we were so fucking excited. My fridge was full of Liquid Death like a week ago, and it is quite literally has like 2 cans left, and I'm like sort of panicking. I'm obsessed with this product. Nothing feels better, especially me being from Florida, is holding a tall boy in my hand. I like the thought. I like the look. I like bringing it on stage.
I love bringing these on stage.
They look like you're drinking,
You're having a good time.
and you're just hydrating.
Yep.
It is so good. You guys can get free shipping on all water and merch at liquiddeath.com/TKS. That's liquiddeath.com/TKS. Or you can grab some at Whole Foods, 7-Eleven, Albertsons. We saw them at 7-Eleven when we went to the beach. We were like, "Whoa, that's our sponsor." We did do that, and the guy was like, "Get out."
Yeah.
But yeah, we were like, "We're not. What? We know them.
Yeah,
we
we know them. We're working with them.
Yeah, and he was like, "Cool." Anyways,
You still have
So-
to pay for that.
yeah, you guys make sure you kill your death. Well,
Whoa.
that's hardcore. Kill your thirst with Liquid Death. Make sure that you tell them that we sent you over at this bitch.
All right, let's get back to the episode.
I don't know. Maybe, to be honest, what if he didn't even notice me and it was a different
And it was just you having main character
syndrome? Yeah, which I've always had. Not me thinking I'm Hillary Duff in Europe meeting this guy. It's like, calm down, Kim.
Hillary Duff in Europe.
Like, I literally thought it was a moment. Even when he fell backwards, he was like, oh, and then the bikes fell. I was like, are we in a movie?
Sometimes it feels like we're in a movie and God's a comedian.
God's a comedian for sure.
You're like, okay, calm down with the cosmic jokes.
What about when God does dark jokes?
That also is.
That is weird.
That
because
is
you're
weird.
like, God has a sense of humor. Not Twitter would have canceled God.
Twitter would have definitely canceled God.
Oh, Twitter would have been like, oh, so you're saying your son. How do you know he's a son?
Yeah, no, for sure. Twitter.
Jesus could be non-binary. It's like, he's my son. I made him.
Is Jesus non-binary?
Question of the hour.
Question of the hour. Is Jesus non-binary?
non-binary?
Whoa. Jesus is non-binary in black.
Jesus is gender fluid in black.
Jesus is gender fluid in black.
God is gender fluid for sure. I mean, God's the
God,
OG.
I think God is, a woman.
No, you know why? I don't think
Why?
a woman would do what we have to go through, like, to us. You think
To
she'd be
birth?
like, let's make sure all my girlfriends can't walk at night.
What do you?
No, if God was a woman,
What
she'd
do you
be
mean
like,
can't walk at night?
Alone.
Oh,
Like, God wouldn't
I'm
have
like, why?
made us.
Because we.
If
I
God
thought
was
it
a woman, every man I'd know would be on a damn leash, tied up so we can feel safe.
Men on leashes.
You have to tie him at the fence. They just bark at each other.
God's not a woman.
God's a man. There's floodings. There's
I
war.
thought he's
there's
non-binary.
famine. Don't
We
make
don't
me
know what God's
question God's
pronoun is.
bitch. Don't make me question God's gender on cam.
What do you think devil is?
Oh, the devil's a woman.
A hot woman.
A hot woman.
A hot tempting bitch.
Yeah. The devil is.
We know a devil. I can see that.
Yeah.
I
We used
also
to
think
know
it could
someone
be
who's.
someone else who's a little demonic. I'll tell you later when the camera's off.
Give me a hint.
Yo, you know, sister.
Do I?
We just had a recent
Okay,
run-in.
got it. Got it. Say no
Satan.
more. Say no more.
Um,
Saint no more.
yes, Saint No Mo is right.
Whoa. Who is she?
I have different sides. Just when you think you know me, I say no mo. Let me get it canceled for saying no mo.
That's so funny. You're like, but I'm a quarter Puerto Rican.
And I am a Yiddish.
It was Yiddish.
Schleppin' no mo.
It was Yiddish for washing the dishes. It's like, what? Yiddish makes no sense.
Yiddish makes sense if you've been around any Jewish people, which I feel like there's
schlong.
Schlong.
Like a dick.
Yeah, that's right.
I like that one. Schlong.
Yeah. What's your favorite Yiddish word?
They like
schle. It's a lot of
schle.
yeah.
Remember the kids that would talk with a lisp like this, and they were like really lispy?
Yeah. If you talk with a lisp, you get more stuff.
That's a front lisp. You're doing a front lisp. I'm doing it back. That's crazy.
I can do a front lisp.
You do a really good. You do a really good front lisp.
I've been working on it
Wow,
for quite some time.
it's really impressive. Try to switch.
Isn't East though weird?
Try and switch. Now do a back one, and I'll do a front one.
I can't. I can't switch my lisps.
Can I teach you?
Okay.
Try and if you're listening, follow along. Try to put your tongue flat in the roof of your mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and then now say shut.
Hey, Kim. Hey, Kim.
Say slapped.
Slept.
You're doing it.
I
yeah.
slept.
I slept.
I slept.
It's good,
I
right?
slept.
I slept the other
I
day.
slept.
I slept.
I slept.
In the arms of
Dude, if I have a speech impediment, can I get a Netflix special?
maybe. Listen, we
All of
gotta-
a sudden, next 2023, I'm starting to talk like this.
You ever in line at the deli? Let me get an eighth.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you. Listen, what do we need to do to get that damn special? Do you want us to lisp?
Do you want us to lisp? Do you want me on ice?
On ice.
Shank on ice.
Shank on ice would be the
With
funniest comedy special with a cape going, welcome to my special. You're just spinning.
I want to do
fucking
Shank on ice. Somebody fucking tell Netflix.
Shank on ice sounds fun.
Shank on ice.
You have to learn how to
I know how to
figure
skate. I know how to figure skate.
Enough to do Shank on ice
yes,
and make it a show.
Enough to do Shank on ice.
I don't believe that.
I swear to God, I used to ice skate as a kid until I was like 12.
Can you do spins and shit?
I can kind of do a good job ice skating. We should go.
I've never seen this much fire in her eyes.
I joined ice skating as a kid.
It's just scary.
I'm getting that hummingbird energy.
Oh no, someone found an interest mentally.
Oh yeah. No, I was good at it. I was like really good at ice skating, and I was really into it because I had like little outfits that I'd wear.
Maybe you should do would be a funny video.
Shank on ice.
Shank on ice, but it's like you saying facts and then skating by and doing a spin.
Did you know that bees can sting from up to 2 miles away?
I thought that your fact was going to be that bees can sting, and you were
like, that would have been funnier.
Even funnier if you just say like simple facts.
Birds can fly.
Yeah, you go oil and water don't mix, and you just do a spin. I kind of want to see Shank on ice, like Shank a deadpan joke. Yes. And then you twirling like a queen.
Yeah. And like I want there to be like lights on the ice so it's all lit up cool and like kind of psychedelic.
Yeah.
Shank on ice. If you want to sponsor Shank on ice, let me know. What we need is an outfit.
Yes.
Ice.
Yes. A cameraman.
An editor.
An editor. It's getting expensive now. You know what?
We'll send you the Reach out if you're interested on Shank on Ice.
Listen, honey, if you got extra money, we'll take a sponsor as well. Hey, who's got the biggest budget and needs someone for Q2?
Who has Q2? Not you getting businessy suddenly. She says Q2.
Listen, honey, drop the check.
Q2, honey, deposit.
Drop the check, sweetheart, if you want to get on board because this train's a choo-choo taking off.
Okay, so let's tell listeners, if you're watching this on Monday, tomorrow's my birthday, technically.
Oh my God.
So next Tuesday's my birthday, and I'm turning 35.
420 Eve.
420 Eve. I'm thinking I need to like get a tattoo, get an ear piercing.
Do you want to get tattoos?
Yeah, do something fun.
I'm down to get a tattoo with you.
Yeah, we should get a tattoo.
Put it on my card.
Honey. Charge it, honey.
Charge it to the game, sweetheart.
That's
Can we write that off?
Yeah, if we take a picture with it.
And post it. And do it as a part of the segment. Not us saying out loud our loopholes. Oopsie, government. What are you going to do? Listen to our pod.
Sorry, we wrote off something we needed for work.
Oops.
Charge it to the game.
Charge it to the game.
Is that tuna tartare? This is a business meeting.
Oh, man. Not tuna tartare.
Yeah, tuna tartare. Have you seen, since the pandemic ended, a dessert tray recently? No. I remember there being dessert trays around a lot during the 90s. More places.
Miss a dessert tray when they'd show you the whole thing and you'd get to pick one.
They'd tease you.
The good old days.
They'd tease you. You could see what the shit looks like. Because sometimes all it takes is one look to know you're not interested.
Yeah.
And you don't know until it's there already.
You know, I do miss being able to see the desserts I want.
And twirl it around. So let me see that. Is that a carrot cake?
Mm-hmm. And you could see the softness. Because sometimes you order a carrot cake, it comes harder than you want. And you're like,
dry.
Let me tell you something. There are specific things that only sometimes come good. Like, there are things you can get and everywhere it's good. It's like pancakes are pretty universal. You know, some are better than others, but bacon's universal, things like that.
Pizza.
But like pizza, a Philly cheesesteak, specifically has to be good. A fucking Thai iced tea. I've never had two that tasted the same. I swear to God.
Thai iced tea, the consistency is not
it's not consistent. No,
I don't like it when I have an inconsistent experience.
I don't like that either. What was the one we were just talking about that we got into this with?
I don't even remember.
Well, whatever that was. That's how I started. We need to smoke less weed.
Not a smoking laws needing to smoke less weed. Carrot cake. Wildly inconsistent because carrot cake is one of my favorite cakes when it's delicious. Have you ever had someone make a carrot cake and the frosting isn't cream cheese frosting? Go to fucking hell. Die.
Die. If you've ever made a carrot cake and you didn't make the frosting, cream cheese frosting, literally eat ass
shit.
and shit and die.
No, I'm taking it back.
Why?
Don't eat shit and die.
I mean it.
I'll walk you to your bike. Let me walk the
I'll fix your carrot cake.
I have some cream cheese frosting I can whip up for you.
Ugh.
I mean, being over accommodating with strangers.
Man. Yeah, people really can fuck up a good carrot cake, I'll tell you.
A bad carrot cake can ruin your night.
Apple pie, pretty consistent. You know what I mean? Cherry pie, consistent. All these things, very consistent. Brownies, very consistent.
Sundae,
consistent.
But I will say, ideal Sundae for me has nuts, has whipped cream, has hot fudge.
If you don't put nuts in your sundae, grow the fuck up. That's what I say. Grow up.
Oh, I
Listen,
don't like nuts in my sundae.
That's how you know.
And I don't eat lettuce.
That's how you know
Same
someone's
person.
young. You know why? Because they don't need texture yet. The only reason we like those things is because we're so bored in life that even our sandwich, we're just like a different sound.
Yeah.
Every time we take a bite, a different feel. Because we've eaten all the soft shit for years.
We've tasted the rainbow, honey.
Like the thought of like a Chipotle bowl with no lettuce, without crunch. It's just soft rice and beans and sauce.
Not us being old enough to understand the importance of grains.
What I'm saying is, eat your veggies, kids. And we're very young.
Eat your veggies.
Me and Sarah are just really young.
We're really young. This is just how we look.
What?
I don't know. I don't know why.
Why'd you say this?
'Cause
How
I'm
we look?
stoned.
Do we look old?
And we look young
We look young.
in this lighting. Beat in this lighting.
Oopies.
Not us both having shirts that celebrate cartoons.
I heard a rumor that if you don't believe in time, you can't age. Oops.
Time's not real.
Oops, didn't mean to slip that little universal
You
secret.
slipped that right in. Okay, so wait. I have to tell you about this article I read about this man who had to have his foot removed, and then he asked for his foot so that he could eat it with his friends, and he made it in a taco, a foot taco.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. This was on Reddit.
And he had friends that wanted to eat it?
I think he like marinated it in a way that they
And
didn't know that it was his foot.
That's so dark.
And like the way that he explains like how he seasoned his foot.
I'll tell you something. That's why I don't do a potluck.
Potlucks are not to be trusted.
Potlucks are not to be trusted because people are low-key weird.
And the thought of like a communal dip.
No. Ew, and he put his foot. I wonder if he ate any of his own foot. Probably not.
I think he did. I think he said it
Ew.
was his way of having closure around losing his foot. Not him making it about closure, eating his own foot.
I feel like I've dated a guy that would use that as an excuse.
To eat his
Yeah. It's like, sorry I killed you. I just needed closure. It's like,
I was like,
ugh.
what?
What? If you had to choose one body part of yours to eat, what would you pick though?
Definitely not my foot.
No, I wouldn't choose my feet.
It doesn't even look like it would be tasty. I think
No.
my ass. The meat.
I'd go upper thigh. I'd go
yeah.
right about
I got
here.
some of that as well.
Right here, because I could chop like a lot off. I'd go right here. Look at that shit. Look,
Not us
this feels like a
cutting
steak.
Not us living off our thigh meat.
Yeah, I'd go my thigh meat.
Yeah, we're keto.
Yeah, because you don't want to do fingers. It's too bony.
I need them.
Yeah.
I could lose some thigh. I could lose a little ass and still be fine.
Yeah, I'll take the thigh away. Because
Thigh and
ass I think would be too fatty.
I think it'd be so good.
Oh, I think it'd be really fatty and like white. You know, the white fat. You'd have to fry that and put some seasoning on it. Yeah, I think it'd be too fatty.
Not us talking about how we would season our own
I
asses.
think ass, if it was fried, it'd look like pork rinds.
Ew, fried ass.
Yeah.
Kim,
What?
that's gross.
Okay. Well, then bake it.
Roasted ass.
Roasted ass.
Roasted rump.
Roasted rump.
What?
Come
Want
on,
my
my
rump
friends.
roast.
You got yourself with that one.
And some listeners at home. I know it. Rump roast was great. I think that's a thing.
I think that's a real name of a roast, and I think it's the ass of the roast. I think it's a literal rump roast.
Not me knowing things.
Yeah, you fucking genius.
I'll sizzle up this ass and season it with a little paprika.
We haven't been recording the whole time.
No, we have.
I'm just
Nice
kidding.
try to. Don't try to fuck with me.
Mm.
I'm very aware of what's happening today.
That would be funny. April Fools.
That was not funny. I would be crying if we didn't get the rump roast on.
April Fool. There was one time that me and Sarah were supposed to be recording a podcast, and we were already like arguing that morning about like the audio or something, like, but we were not like intro arguing, we were legit arguing. And Sarah was like, I'm done talking about the audio, and I was like, we need to do the audio again. And then she was like, I don't want to hear about the audio, let's record or not record. So we recorded an hour, and then we had no audio.
You know what it seems like?
And it almost ended the podcast.
Do you want to know what this seems like?
What?
We're in like couples therapy. Like we're on this couch and you're like talking about our past traumas.
And you're just looking at me like, I can't believe this bitch is bringing up our secrets.
Not this right now in front of this new therapist.
I want you guys to know we had a fire episode.
It was a fire episode. Whoa, the neighbors are playing the keys. I know what that's like.
No, that's the ice cream truck. Listen. Oh, let me tell you, this ice cream truck.
Yeah.
Listen, every once in a while, it'll have the sound of a horse, but it sounds like a woman dying. Listen. Hold on. It's coming. Wait.
I know the song. Not us pausing to listen
It
to
goes,
the ice cream truck.
I used to think a woman was daily getting raped next door, and I was like, well, she's getting her daily raping again. I was like, nothing I can do.
It's just a kid with a bomb pop.
Yeah. The ice cream truck makes a wild neighing sounds that sounds like a woman screaming for help.
It is like they could update the soundtrack. What if an ice cream truck had like a sick soundtrack? People would come to the streets. It's like house music.
We should make a modern ice cream truck.
This bitch ice cream truck.
Did you hear
I
that?
heard it. It does sound like a woman shrieking from rape.
Right.
I mean, it's so unsettling.
is.
Oh my God, but that truck is
good.
incredible.
Should we go catch it?
Part of me wants to go chase down the ice cream truck. My heart's racing.
The sound wasn't even screaming. It was people chasing the truck. He drove by so fast and with a big billboard.
So and the things on there were not normal ice cream truck
No,
things.
look at your eyes are bright. She's humming for this ice cream. I'll tell you that much.
Not me having a hummingbird energy.
Hummingbird energy.
Us with an ice cream truck. I love that.
Yeah.
It says this bitch on the side.
This bitch.
Somebody
ice cream.
animate it.
Somebody make us an ice cream truck. We could buy a ice cream truck. We could buy a food truck. That'd be fun.
Oh, could we?
You know what we could do?
Oh, could we buy a food truck?
Yeah, we have a lot of money. We're very rich.
We could buy a food truck.
You guys, do people think comedians are rich?
They're like, you've been on TV. You're rich. You've been on TV.
By the time I got off TV, I done paid so much to be on TV. It don't even count.
What is that about? Frankly, it's exhausting.
It's exhausting.
Being a human some days, I'm like,
You know
are
what
you
it is?
fucking kidding me?
Oh, there's a guy walking by. Should I play machete?
I don't like it when you play machete. Should you close out the pod by playing machete?
Listen. Let me tell you the problem. Before we did stand up, we were working, making more money.
Then I started talking about how I do acid on the internet. Now it's like,
and then we started to do stand up, and now we're at like the minimum wage of stand up.
Not us mapping out our earnings on the podcast.
Not us. Not us being the McDonald's workers of stand up.
Did you want fries with that?
Should we start a Patreon?
Would you guys watch a Patreon? What kind of content would you want from us?
Yeah. Do you want this bitch adventures where we go on one adventure a week where we do something and we film it vlog style? Like I've been trying to get Sarah to come to a jujitsu class or maybe like go fishing and eat the fish that she catches.
Ugh, I told you I'm not doing either of those things.
But you would if it was on a Patreon and someone was dangling a little shelling in your face. Shilling.
Yes. I'll fish for shelling.
Would you guys like stuff like that? Let us know in the comments. If you're interested, if we can get more than 15 comments saying that you're interested, then we'll do it.
Let's do more than 20.
More than 20, I think is good.
20 is
more than words.
So then we know there's 20 people who will actually pay for
and if we do it and you don't, and the 20 of you do not fucking show up, we will be.
We will be exhausted. We will have been
Sarah
schlepping around. If I have to take a jujitsu class for no fucking reason.
And she has to eat her own fish she caught and not.
Fro free? That's not happening.
Fro free. You're getting canceled this podcast. You said fro free.
I'm high. I'm blaming it.
All right, you guys.
Fro free.
This has been a fun episode.
Yes, it has.
Of this bitch podcast.
My stomach just growled. Do you think that got picked up on the audio? It seemed like a really loud growl, so I wanted to address it in case someone's like, well, what the fuck was that?
Did Sara fart?
Yeah, no.
Where can people find you?
At Princess Shank. Make sure you guys head over to Broad Topix, head over to Shank to see a very special, wild episode that we did.
We fucked.
And it's online.
And
you can watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Broad Topix, Shank.
Check out both those podcasts.
Check out
They're
both
both our
of
other
them.
podcasts, so support both of those podcasts.
Yeah, and also let us know about the Patreon thing. We have so many shows coming up this week. If you're in Los Angeles, we will be on 420 at the Nightcap, which is going to be a really fun show. It's both of us, Josh Potter, Ryan Sickler, Beth Stelling, at the Nightcap, and it's presented by Laughing Gas. So, we're going to have that good Joey Diaz weed.
Hell yeah.
And also there's going to be a Creole food truck. So come out, support live comedy. We're also going to be at the Rec Room on May 13th. We're co-headlining there. And then also we're going to be in Bellflower on June 4th.
Yes, ma'am.
And you can find out more stuff at Princess Shank. What about you?
You guys follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon. Check me out on Twitch. I play video games almost every single day. I just downloaded Elden Ring. I will be giving away 2 VIP tickets to Skankfest Festival in the next 2 weeks on my stream. I know I've been saying it, but it's finally confirmed. I've got it. I need to figure out what kind of stream I want to do. But you have to be subbed to my stream, so make sure you sub to my stream. And I will be in Houston. I have all those shows coming up with Shank, and I'll also be in Houston May 27th, May 28th at the Riot Comedy Show in Houston, Texas. Make sure you come out to that show. I'm really trying to pack it out. I've never headlined in Houston before, so I really, really, really want to have a fun time with you guys. The link for that is in my bio on my Instagram at Kim Congdon. And check out the podcast, support the show. We appreciate everything.
Leave a review, please. It just takes a second.
Okay, but we gotta go. Not her on her knees.
Please, guys, leave a review.
Goodbye.